Okay, I think I was saying something about okay, so I'm not going to repeat all this shit. If you just came upon this video, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. I'm so cognizant of an audience, but not an audience like I said, writing papers. You don't just assume they know what you wrote in the last paper. But I'm not going to explain all this shit again. So, OCCO said my father doesn't deserve MLTSS, and the OAL, ALJ agreed. Initial decision, and then had to wait 45 days for a final agency decision, FAD, a final agency decision from the Division of Medical Assistance and Health Services, DMAHS, Der Kommissar. And Der Kommissar agreed with the state. Surprise, surprise. But didn't know it was going to end. And the state handles MLTSS, but the county handles the ABD portion. And so in every year, my father has to be renewed for ABD. I basically send, just fill a little application, send them to the county. They have all the information. They usually just rubber stamp. So in November of 2023, I got his renewal. It was very early in the month, like November 2nd. It just happened to come in. So I called the county. I said, listen, county, you handle ABD. State handles MLTSS. My father is getting kicked off of MLTSS. I don't know when. I just know all this. I know, So they're going to kick him off MLTSS. What should I do? Because without MLTSS, my father cannot have ABD. He does not qualify for ABD based upon his income with his Social Security, but also his age. Like in theory, it should be impossible to have ABD without MLTSS. And you guys handle the ABD. The county social board, county lady said, well, don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, he still has MLTSS because we didn't get what she kept calling final word. We didn't get final word. He's still active. So you submit. And who knows? Maybe it'll be till the end of the year. We don't know when, even if he's losing MLTSS, as far as I know right now, he still has it. So by all means, apply. So remember, this is early November. I applied early November, and it was done pretty quickly. It was a very quick turnaround, which is surprising. Maybe because I was on her mind, she did it. She or someone in her office. Within that first week of November, he got his renewal forms. I contacted the county, told them it was up. They said, don't worry, apply. You apply. And they approved him for ABD, which he couldn't have without MLTSS. They said, no, he still has MLTSS as far as we're concerned. So then what ended up happening, my father's on Medicare. Like most people, like most Americans over 65, Medicare is their primary. And then you get a secondary insurance, HMO, PPO. And in his case, it was Medicaid. Medicaid was his secondary, right? And the state of New Jersey calls them MCOs, Managed Care Organization. It's just, if you're on Medicaid, when you're approved for Medicaid, I'm sure this is true in all states, when you're on Medicaid, you don't just usually get Medicaid. They'll say, okay, you got to pick a plan, an HMO plan. New Jersey calls them MCOs. You got to pick an MCO to handle the Medicaid. So in his case, it was Horizon. So they're different. There's if you're approved for Medicaid, there's 6 or 7 you can choose from. And sometimes it's county specific. This county, you can pick this, whatever. So I went with Horizon because Horizon is a major insurance company. So it was not the state nor the county, but rather it was the MCO, the HMO, his Medicaid insurer, his insurance through Medicaid, who in the month of November, mid-November, informed me that you're no longer on our MLTSS plan. You still have Medicaid, but you're not MLTSS. And so I said, what? So I called and I found that his MLTSS had ended October 31st. I didn't know that at the time. And the county, this is what really pisses me off. The county, they're supposed to, I don't know if OCCO screwed up, the state screwed up, not informing the county, or if the county screwed up, because what's the whole point of having, the onus shouldn't be on me. You're the county. You say he's up for ABD. He can't have ABD with MLTSS. You're the ones who are approving or disapproving him. It's up to you. The onus is on you, county, to determine whether or not he has MLTSS. And the bitch at the county says, oh yeah, he has it. So she approved him in November. In theory, she shouldn't have. She should not have approved him for ABD because he did not have MLTSS, but she did not do her due diligence. So, see if we can find yet another shrine to some dead teenager. Anyway, the county should not have approved him because he didn't have MLTSS as of November 1st. He should have been denied ABD. But they approved him, and even though they approved him, the state might not have told the county, or the county didn't do their due diligence, but the state clearly informed the MCO, and it was from the MCO. I learned he was on MLTSS. So I called the county and I said, whoa, he's not on MLTSS anymore. You told me he was still active. You approved him for ABD. And the county lady says to me, all right, listen, send me all the paperwork you have from the state, and I'm going to try to argue, since they didn't tell me, we're supposed to coordinate, because the website on the state says OCCO and the county are supposed to coordinate for MLTSS and ABD. She said, they didn't tell me, so you send me your paperwork, your FAD from the DMHS, and I will argue with the state that he should get at least one more month, because they didn't tell us, so he should still have coverage. So then we can know, okay, if everything, because ABD and MLTSS are like man and wife, they're ketchup and mustard, they go together in my father's case. So I'll argue that I approved the county, I approved him for ABD because I thought he's still in MLTSS, so I need you to